In this video, I will be showing you how to repair a broken screen on a school-issued Chromebook. It's fairly easy. Doesn't take too long and requires one tool, two tools pretty much. But first, you want to start off by removing these screws on each end of the screen that connect to the screen. They're pretty small screws, so usually you use the smallest bit that we have on our screwdriver. But once we get that unscrewed, I like to take a tool like this and just like, actually, something more like a tweezer would work. But just take this trim, pull this off, and then you got this taken off that connects to this. Once that's off, there are these 4 screws that you want to unscrew. It's this one, this big screw, this little screw, this middle little screw, and this left little screw, and then this big one. You want to get all 4 of those off. Alright, now that I have each of these screws off, if you take the Chromebook and slide the screen down, you see it comes off, comes undone, and then you're able to just flip it up. And now the back side of the screen of the Chromebook is exposed, showing the, this I believe is for the touch screen to work, and all the other cords. Once you finish that and get that unscrewed, let me turn this off real quick. You want to start to unplug everything. You want to just, anything that's plugged in, unplug it. This has a little tape protector over it that you just want to peel back and lift a little flap to unlock the plug-in, and then slide right off. And that is connected to the display of the screen, so once that is disconnected, the display on the Chromebook will turn off. Think of it as a HDMI cord. This is the camera. This is a little tricky to get off. They are pretty easy to break, so be extra careful. But you want to start with taking this far end and just peeling it off slowly. It's a little tricky. But once all that's peeled off, what I like to do is just take the tweezers and then you kind of go underneath the camera and you slowly pry it up, starting from one end, working your way down as you pry it open. They are very delicate and they break really easy, so be extremely careful. There. Now that that is off, here's the camera. This is what it looks like. The cord of everything that you just unplugged stays connected to the computer, the Chromebook itself, and you reuse it. The only thing you discard is the screen. So once your screen is off, completely off, you just set it to the side, throw it away, grab a new one, just like this. Same screen, just not broken. Now these will sometimes have a little cover covering the sticky part, but this one does not. So in that case, you just fold it down and push it down, and it should stick. Now all you're doing is putting the cords back in place. It's very easy. The longest cord goes into the orange little slot, and anytime you see that little white dot on any of these cords, that means it's facing the right side up. So if it was flipped upside down, it won't plug in. It's upside down. The dot is always on top. These are a little tricky to get in. It can be a hassle sometimes, but once you do it a lot, it's pretty easy and pretty quick. You want to make sure that's pushed all the way in there. Just like that. Now when you're feeding this wire through the rest of the screen, there's little holders. If you can see, there's little places where you can fit the cord in to guide it and make it as neat as possible. See, like right here, there's a little place where I can push the cord in and keep it there. Here's the other cord. This one's a lot trickier. It's a lot smaller than the rest. So you will have some trial and error with this one, as I do every time. The best way I find is to take the tweezers and grab it by the end and slowly trying to push it in. Sometimes you might just need to use your fingers. It's really hard. There we go. Once you get that slotted in, make sure it stays put, and then start feeding the cord into the little slots to keep it neat. Now this is the display cord, your built-in HDMI cord. This slides right in to these little grids, and you'll hear a little click. Once you hear the click, it's all the way in, and then you take the little bar and just push it down, and it locks it in place, and put the tape back over it. Once again, I'm just feeding these wires through the little plastic holders to keep it straight and lined down. Chromebooks are very, very easy to repair. An amazing way to start and get some practice in on PC repairs, as they use a lot of the same components, just minimalized and internally built, but still provide the same teaching abilities to provide. Alright, and once that is on there and you get to the camera, there's a little blue film that you'll want to take off on the new screens. This is just a protector for the adhesive that is under it. And if you don't take it off, it'll leave your camera with a blue tint. So make sure to always take that off. Now there are these two little knobs at the camera, and then you'll see two little holes on your camera. They fit perfectly into the camera. That's how you know your camera is set right into place and will have no issues. And once that is all plugged in and the wires are all out of the way, you can flip this back around and slide it back into place. And it is a little tricky when putting it back into place, you just gotta find the right spot. There we go. Once that's all slid back into place, take your screws that you unscrewed before in the same spots, the big one and the 3 little ones, and just screw it back into place. And last one. And then grab your plastic piece, your cover that was on last time, and just pop it right back into place. It's really a snap-on. You'll hear a bunch of snapping and popping. And that is how you repair a School Issue Chromebook screen. Thank you.